Pastor Ben here. It's Friday, but Sunday's coming. And so, as always, my prayer for you is that you are excited as we gather here together again this Sunday. And just want to remind you again of the times that we get together. We do have Spanish church that begins at 9 o'clock. And then Sunday school begins at 9:45. And our English service begins at 10:45. So we are sure happy and excited to be able to gather in that way. And we want to see you there. So make plans to attend. We look forward to being with you. This Sunday, just a couple of quick things that I want to make you aware of. I hope you've marked on your calendars February 20th. It's a Sunday night, and it's an opportunity for you to come and support our youth ministry. They're raising some money to fundraise for different youth events that are coming up, and they sure could use your support. So find a date, bring a friend, whatever you need to do. We are having our, what do they call it, sweetheart dinner. And even though maybe you don't have a sweetheart, we sure want you to come. Come enjoy a time of fellowship, have a great dinner, and it is a fundraiser for our teens, like I said. So they're going to serve something great, and you're going to have a great opportunity to be together. So please make plans to attend. That happens February 20th, beginning at 5:30 at the Roundhouse. So make plans for that. Also coming this Sunday, we are continuing our series in the book of John, talking about the I am statements of Jesus. And we've worked through several of these, and this Sunday we're going to find ourselves in John chapter 11, and this is the death of Lazarus and this miracle that Jesus does in raising him from the dead. And there's some key conversations that take place in chapter 11 that we're going to be spending some time looking at and investigating what it is and why it is that Jesus made the statement that he makes in verse 25. As he has this conversation with Martha after Lazarus has died. He says to her, I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me will live even though he dies, and whoever lives and believes in me will never die. Do you believe this? He asks her. And she answers appropriately, just this response of faith and a recognition of who Jesus is. In verse 27, she says, yes, Lord, I believe that you are the Christ, the Son of God, who was to come into the world. And so she makes this profession of faith. This scene continues on, and we have this encounter that Jesus has not only with Mary and Martha, who are Lazarus' sisters, and he weeps with them. He's overcome with grief. He's overcome with emotion. And the shortest verse in the Bible, in verse 35, says Jesus wept. And it's just this picture of Jesus' heart of compassion. And I was reminded as I'm studying this and preparing for Sunday that Jesus meets us wherever he finds us. And it's an opportunity for us to really understand who he is in an intimate level. And that's what this God, this creator of the universe, through Jesus Christ wants us to experience. This Jesus that just loves us right where we are, experiencing life right where we are. The good, the bad, the ugly, the great, all of those things are just an opportunity for Jesus to encounter us right where we are. So another interesting thing is that Caiaphas, who is the high priest this year, later on as you move through chapter 11, the Jews again are arguing amongst themselves, who is this Jesus? And it says here in John that he prophesied that Jesus would die for the Jewish nation, and not only for that nation, but also for the scattered children of God, to bring them together and make them one. And it's just this interesting statement, this prophecy that Caiaphas had made, and John records this here. And so there's so much here in this chapter that it's hard to spend these few minutes here with you unpacking all of these things, but I want to give you a sneak peek into what's coming this Sunday. In spending some time with many of you this week and praying for you and phone conversations and whatever else it's been, I was just reminded again of this encounter that Mary and Martha have with Jesus. Jesus weeps with them, mourns with them. This profession of faith that Martha has, this prophecy that Caiaphas has. Thomas, another disciple, and he's very famously known for being Doubting Thomas, here has this proclamation of faith too. In verse 16, he said to the rest of the disciples, "Let us go that we may die with him," meaning Jesus. Jesus was on their way to somewhere else and fearing that he would be killed at that time. And Thomas has this moment of faith and bravery and says, "Let us go and die with him." He didn't understand everything about who Jesus was, but he was loyal and he loved him. And so Thomas makes this statement. Jesus then moves on to this raising of Lazarus from the dead, further bolstering his faith, I would think, and God revealing himself through Jesus. Just such a great story, so much in here. And I'm excited to share some of these things with you. As I started to say, I know many of us are just kind of weary, or kind of going through a lot of difficult times right now. I've talked to many that just really feel like they're weary. And so this Sunday, I want you to know that Jesus is going to meet you in your weariness. Jesus desires to meet us at those points. Wherever we find ourselves, Jesus meets us there. And so this Sunday will be a great opportunity to allow Jesus to meet you where you are. I'm praying for you. As I mentioned, today is Friday, and we're usually excited about Friday and the weekend, but something more is coming. And our time together as we gather as a church family, as a body of believers, Sunday's coming, and God wants to meet us right where we are. So I pray that you join us. I pray that you, whatever distractions, whatever things are happening in your life, whatever it is that may keep you from coming, please make plans to attend. If you can't join us in person, please join us online. I believe that God wants to meet you right where you are. God bless, praying for you, and we'll talk to you soon.